So electronic devices are becoming ever more valuable, but are also more vulnerable. For example, not only do you keep your photos and your contacts on there, with the advent of near-field communication and using your phone as your e-wallet, it's extremely valuable that the performance of the device is at the high level and is reliable in that performance. And so imagine what would happen if your phone was damaged by a few drops of water or going into a high humid environment. So the importance of this technology is to provide that reliability and constant high level performance. P2i does this by using a low pressure vacuum process to create an ultra thin polymer layer on the product surface. This is achieved by using a plasma or an ionized gas, and this penetrates deep into the product as well as coating the outside of the device. P2i has launched this technology into mass manufacturing, so we're looking at the high volume manufacturing players to deliver this on the product to the consumers at retail. The key benefits of this technology for the industry is, first of all, the consumer has a product that is more reliable, and so they can use it in damp conditions, in humid environments, or where it may come into contact with rain or sweat. For the manufacturer, they get the benefit of being able to supply a more reliable product to the network providers, who often have very stringent reliability tests that the manufacturers need to achieve in order to stock their product. And from the network's perspective, the network providers, they supply phones to the consumer that are much more robust and less likely to be returned, preventing customer churn and allowing them to bill time and hours, to bill time for longer. So historically the problem with water damaged phones has been with the consumer, but now with the web of manufacturers and network providers as well as the consumers being able to access this new technology that provides increased protection, then all are now getting involved in that cycle. So for example, manufacturers have teams of people looking at providing increased water protection, and the network providers are putting increased and more stringent test and performance requirements onto those manufacturers, and the people who benefit are the consumers, because they will have a higher reliability product that will go on working for longer. There are two types of protective technology for mobile phones. Waterproof, where you provide a protective gasket or O-ring seal. This can be very effective at preventing water ingress, however it increases the weight, it increases the size, and it's less of an aesthetic appeal. The trouble is, if this seal or gasket becomes compromised, then there is no protection in the device and it will die very quickly in a water or vapour environment. The other approach is water repellency, and this is P2i's approach to prevent damage from accidental splashes and spills and allow the device to work in high humidities or sweat environments. So P2i's unique technology is a patented process that allows us to achieve the high levels of reliability and prevent corrosion damage on electronic devices. But the key step is not the invention of this technology and the production of a YouTube video demonstrating an effect, but is actually taking it forward and making it a cost-effective industrial process in mass manufacturing. There are other techniques that have been around for over 50 years which have failed to make it into mass manufacturing due to inherent problems with the technology, and we've ensured that during the invention, scale-up and optimization of the P2i process, we've ensured that this is viable in mass manufacturing, as proven with our launch with Motorola and our recent rollout of TCL, followed by other customers in the near future. The P2i technology actually originated through a Ministry of Defence application where we looked to provide increased liquid protection to soldiers' uniforms. So the idea was to retain the breathability of air permeable fabric whilst giving a high level of liquid repellency. In 2004 we spun out P2i to commercialise the P2i technology. We were still looking at the military garments, but we also were looking much broader to other application areas. One interesting product area was that of hearing aids, a small high-value device in relatively low volumes, which we managed to perfect our technique for and launch the equipment to be able to place at our customer's site so the product could be processed coming off the production line. In addition, we had to optimise the process to ensure we didn't negatively affect the delicate electronics within the hearing aid. And it's this kind of early steps that we took that really provided the bedrock for launching into mobile devices and hitting the mass manufacturing volumes that we're experiencing today. P2i is funded by a number of venture capitalists. In the very early days it was funded by Portland Capital, a venture capital company out of Dubai, and that really gave us the working capital to move the company forward. Since then we've taken on 5 additional shareholders in addition to the original Ministry of Defence partner Ploughshare. P2i's platform technology has the ability to deliver other functional effects in addition to liquid repellency. So for example, we can use the same platform to deliver antimicrobial properties or anti-scratch, anti-fingerprint or fire retardant. The possibilities are limitless.